Jordan Steiger. Steiger, 5'11" junior from Oviedo, Florida. Santana receives it. There's a little tip there. Give a little credit to Yesenia Bonilla with the tip over the net. Southeastern unable to keep that one in play. Point goes back to FMU, and now Bonilla will serve. Into the back row with Sosa. Back row. Give some credit on that one, number 18. Alanis Santana able to get that one to go deep into the back row. Fabi Besosa unable to keep it in play. Another serve for Bonilla. FMU leading 13-7 in the first. And that one is in. Nice kill shot there by Maggie Segrin. Not only did she dig it out, but she finished with the kill. Looks like a pair of substitutions now into the contest. Number 12, Emily Urice. And I believe also I saw the other Emily Bayline come into the contest. It is Urice who is serving. Santana. Bonilla. Nice dig there by Davis. Almost. Oh, nice shot there by Segrin. And unable to get that one to fall in was Infante. As a spectator, there are plenty of times when you go ooh and ah. So if you hear me go ooh and ah, it's because I might get lost into being a fan of the sport from being a play-by-play person here. There's a kill shot. That one is into the deepest part of the corner for Adriana Soto. Soto, the 5'9" sophomore. 14-9 lead. Back into the contest is Abraron, number 17 for FMU, and serving now. Number 3, Bousquet. And that one's deep in the line. Got to get that one over. Good opportunity here for FMU. And right between two Southeastern players, another beautiful kill there by Soto, almost in the same location as the last one.
And Brian, after last year losing twice to this Fire team, I'm sure the Lions come in here wanting some payback to start this season off.
Dug out by Davis. Bayline. There's a nice block up front by Southeastern. Soto tips it this time. Here's Bayline with the setup. This is going to be a tough one. Got to get it over. They do. FMU does. Southeastern over the middle. Tipped. Saved. Another block there by Southeastern. Again, Adriana Soto, and I watched her as she went up. She looked like she labored just a little to get up, but she got up just enough to get that into that back corner again. It might be at least 3 consecutive kills if my math is right, or at least 3 out of the last 4 points. 16-9 is our score. Bousquet serving again. And unable to keep that one in play was Fabi Besosa. See the players wiping the floor a little bit. Might be a little slippery, especially after a few dives there. Bousquet serving again. 17-9 lead. Besosa digs it out. There's a setup. Nice block up front. That one looks like Asmabeth Infante with the block on that one, and FMU's on a run now. 18-9 lead. And I think we have a timeout. Timeout called by Southeastern. We're going to take a break. You're watching FMU volleyball on the Black College Sports Network.
Hampton Law, our primary goal is to provide non-traditional yet effective solutions and redefine the approach to client legal concerns. As your trusted legal advisor, we believe in sophisticated, personalized services that eliminate the confusion and complexity sometimes associated with legal matters. Our high standard for client care and concern, coupled with our extensive legal knowledge and skills, make Hampton Law a resource focused on the protection of the client's interest and overall goals. We value our clients and truly enjoy working with them. Visit thamptonlaw.com to conveniently schedule an appointment online. Tamika Hampton, Esquire.
Coming out of the timeout called by Coach Audrey Goldsberry of Southeasterns in her 7th season with the Fire. A Southeastern grad. There's Bousquet with a serve. FMU on a run here. Bayline. And Bayline gets the kill shot. So nothing like a good timeout to end a long rally. And Southeastern trailing 18-10. They need to make a run of their own to get back into this in the first game. Serving is Steiger. And the left-hand shot. Oh, they're going to say point to FMU as it went off the fingertip of a Southeastern player up front. That was Alberon with that left-handed kill. Soto serving, and that one hits the net. Would not be surprised if, Soto's obviously a very talented athlete, wouldn't be surprised if she might be a little tired after those last few kills just 5 minutes ago. Serving now, Besosa. Dug out by Santana. Set up, oh wow. Samira Alberon with the smoke.
I think we just had the PA announcer say Samira. I'm not sure where we get the, we got to figure out our...
The phonetic pronunciation that I was given, Samira. And I apologize if it is Samira. I will apologize. Miss Alberon, as she might be known the rest of the way. Just over the net. That one on the let serve there, as it just skipped over the net by Santana, and unable to come up with that dig was number 19, Danielle White. Obviously, if it doesn't come off the net the way it did, she probably has that easily. 10-point lead for FMU, 21-11, getting close to that 25 point. There's a setup on the middle, Bayline. And so even though that was a great dig there by Kesha Santana, the point's going to go over to Southeastern, 21-12. Now serving number 6, Ashton O'Shea. Last time she came up on serve, I think she got about three good points. So let's see if she can get a run going. There's a setup for Bonilla. Dug out by Southeastern. Bayline, oh, check that. That was number 11, Morgan Swinger. Got that one over. And the pair of blockers up front for FMU were unable to keep that from bouncing in between them. O'Shea with another serve. There's a setup. And that time it's a little bit long there for Alberon. And here's that run we talked about, O'Shea. Let's see. Now I think we have a timeout. A timeout called by Coach Crockett Moulton. We're going to stay here during this timeout. As we mentioned, the rosters on these two teams, of course, FMU, their two leading returners, Bianca Lees Cruz, who was a first-team all-conference player last year as a freshman. She led the team in aces with 58. She was second in points scored, 295, and she was third in kills with 218. Also returning from all-conference, Kesha Santana. She's the senior libero there, number 2. She was second-team all-conference. Unable to be with the team right now was also Daphne Correa. She made the second team. Unfortunately, she is stuck in Brazil, of course, due to COVID restrictions and getting out of the country. If you are watching us, Ms. Correa, I'm sure your teammates miss you and wish you were here. And we wish you the best, and hopefully you can make it back here for the start of the second semester. She is on the beach volleyball team as well. There's a kill shot right there for Biancalis Cruz. Substitution for FMU coming in, number 8, Francesca Rivera, as Augustina Busque goes out. 22-14, FMU leading here in the first game. Some smoke on that serve and unable to get that one over properly. Point over to FMU. Albaron serving again. But Sosa digs that one out. They play it off the net. Cruz. That one is just over. Opportunity here for FMU. Nice block up front by Southeastern. Over to Cruz again. Dug out by Besosa. Set up. Beautiful rally here by both teams. Deep in the back and able to save that one is Santana. Cruz just puts that one over the net. And that one's going to be out, but they're going to say it was a deflection. They say a deflection off of FMU, point to Southeastern. A pair of substitutions on both sides. Number 17 for Southeastern, Lindsey Davis comes in. And for FMU, number 18, Santana. Serving now for Southeastern, Lindsey Davis. Davis, a senior from Nazareth, PA. Deep into the backcourt. Block up front by Southeastern. Back to FMU. Here's Cruz. And unable to dig that one out of the ground. And we are at game point. A little condensation or maybe some sweat on the floor. We got our mop guy there to help out. I'm sure pretty soon we'll be hearing somebody playing mop. I know if we were at one school, they'd be playing mop, I'm sure.
If I'm not mistaken, that young man is one of the members of the baseball team here at Florida Memorial.
Students volunteering and helping each other out. Here's Cruz with the serve. And that is out. And that is going to be point. So FMU takes the first game 25-15. And we will take a break and come back with the start of the second game right after these words. You're watching FMU Volleyball on the Black College Sports Network.
At Hampton Law, our primary goal is to provide non-traditional yet effective solutions and redefine the approach to client legal concerns. As your trusted legal advisor, we believe in sophisticated, personalized services that eliminate the confusion and complexity sometimes associated with legal matters. Our high standard for client care and concern, coupled with our extensive legal knowledge and skills, make Hampton Law a resource focused on the protection of the client's interest and overall goals. We value our clients and truly enjoy working with them. Visit thamptonlaw.com to conveniently schedule an appointment online. Tamika Hampton, Esquire, 1631 Rock Springs Road, Suite 336, Apopka, Florida. 407-494-1471. thamptonlaw.com.
It was a monumental game for A&M and Tampa. It was a monumental game. Somebody had to lose, and thank God it was them this time.
We knew it was going to be a battle. Look at Jake Avis' record. 202 and 36, I think. Some off-the-wall figures.
And nobody would play him because they didn't want to take a chance of getting beat. But the truth of it is,
over 46,000 tickets. Blacks were sitting in the east stands. Whites were sitting in the west stands. And the score wound up 34-28.
The only thing we proved that we wasn't inferior, that we were not inferior, and we were not afraid.
For one night, for 160 minutes, we was better than them.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBNOnline, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the JERICHO Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
We are back. For the first time in 62 years, the Florida Memorial Lions will hit the gridiron, and their home games will be streamed by the Black College Sports Network at www.fmuathletics.com, www.mybcsn.net, and on the MyBCSN app, available on Google Play and the Apple App Store.
Let's face it, shopping for insurance can be time-consuming. That's why when it comes to your auto, home, and life insurance needs, make things simple and trust the experts at Allstate.
Welcome back to the Wellness Center here on the campus of Florida Memorial University for this afternoon's Sun Conference Volleyball Game of the Week. Florida Memorial winning the first game 25-15 over Southeastern. FMU preseason picked number 2 by the coaches in the conference. Southeastern picked 3rd. Both teams did receive first place votes. So this contest definitely will go a long way, I'm sure, in deciding the conference. Opening the serving for Southeastern, number 12 there, Emily Urice. Segrin with the kill, and FMU unable to keep that one in. So opening point goes to the Fire. Urice, second serve, dug out by Santana. That time it's over. Here's an opportunity for FMU. And there's a deflection that time off the hit by Albaron. And so score is tied up. Adriana Soto, who had an outstanding first game, opens the serving up for FMU. Bayline, nice save there by Santana. Over to Albaron. That time she was unable to keep it in bounds, and it goes out long. Point over to Southeastern. Maggie Segrin serving for the Fire now. Cruz, and that time a block up front. Looks like that one might have been by Julia Alves. Also up front was Emily Bayline. 3-1 lead now for Southeastern in the second game. Soto with the dig. Over the middle, save, and let's see, 3. They managed to get that one over. Nice job by Santana. Tip by Southeastern. Here's another setup for Bayline. Segrin from the back row. Cruz with the soft tip, and it falls right behind the blockers.
That was a nice move.
Yeah, nice little gamesmanship there by FMU. Serving now, Kesha Santana, who was second team all-conference in 2019. Fabi Besosa, and there's Bayline. Nice shot, nice. Good job by FMU to keep that one in. Over the top, nice block up front. From the back row, Segrin. And they're going to say it was a double hit, so point to Florida Memorial. The game is now tied up at 3. L manages to find its way in on the back line, but the judge at the net disagreed with the linesman on the court, and he ruled that it was out. So point to Southeastern. There's no instant replay in volleyball, or at least today. So we'll go with the judgment from the official up high. Dug out by Soto. There's a setup for Aberon, and she was unable to keep that one in. 2 consecutive points there for Southeastern as they're up 5-3. Bayline, that one is out. Substitution now for Florida Memorial. Back in is number 8, Francesca Rivera.
They get ready for the serve. These Lions are playing very aggressively. I like it, but they're staying under control, Brian.
Nice serve. He called it in, the line judge, and this time the official up high gives it to her. A nice ace there by Samira Alberon. Alberon from San Germain, Puerto Rico, the senior. Second serve for her, and just split. A little miscommunication there by Southeastern as Bayline and Besosa kind of looked at each other as if to say, I thought you had it.
Yeah, one of those missed that one.
Florida Memorial takes the lead. 2 consecutive aces there for Alberon. This time Southeastern digs it out. Back row. Nice dig there by Segrin. Cruz, it was deflected, set up for Southeastern, a little tip. Another opportunity for FMU, a block up front.
Nice dig, nice dig.
Bayline, and that time she was able to get it past FMU. Substitution now for Florida Memorial. Back in, well, actually this time, Alanis Santana checked in.
Brian, you know, one of the things that's surprising me in this, with the height advantage that SEU has, I expected them to be more aggressive at pushing a lot of contact to the net because they have such a large height advantage over FMU, but they are not. They are allowing FMU to dictate, which is what we want, of course, these Lions to dictate the pace and the flow of this match and keep it away and keep them moving around.
Jasenia Bonilla with that last kill to put FMU up 1, served by Cruz, just skips over the net. And a little miscommunication there. I think that was a setup for the middle. Anyway, point goes to Florida Memorial, 8-6 lead now. Cruz serving. De Sosa. And Morgan Swenger with that kill as Florida Memorial unable to keep that one in play. Point goes back to Southeastern. Serving back there, I believe is number 19, Danielle White. Bonilla blocked up front. Let's see what they say. Point to, there's a double hit there is what they call. Point to Southeastern. Game tied up at 8. Florida Memorial won the first game 25-15. And that serve long, and Florida Memorial back with the serve. Checking in now, Asmabeth Infante. And serving now, Jasenia Bonilla. Just gets in a nice dig there by Segrin. Another nice dig, that time by Santana. Little miscommunication there. Interesting rally right now. There's Soto, nice block up front by Southeastern. Give credit that time, I believe that was Maddie Chapman, the freshman, 6'1", from Newark, Illinois. And you just mentioned that height a little bit, and that might be the advantage if Southeastern can get it working, is their ability to block some of those kills up front. Nice job by FMU to get that one in. Oh, she pushed that one. Oh, but they're going to, yeah, she was a little too aggressive in pushing that one. Almost a, let's see, substitution now. Number 17 and number 3. 17 is Albaron for FMU, and number 3, Bousquet. And Bousquet will come in and she will serve with a 10-9 lead. And they're going to say Soto was, I don't know if she interfered or she was just a little too aggressive in that tip attempt.
I think she tipped it on the other side of the net.
Gotcha.
Is what it was.
Checking in now for Southeastern, number 12, Emily Yeris and Emily Bayline. Yeris will serve. Santana back. Nice dig, but Santana was unable to keep it alive. Point to Southeastern, and they take a lead 11-10 now in game number 2. And deep in the back corner with that kill shot is Albaron. Score's tied up at 11 now.
Brian, I think the advantage right now that FMU is having is that they're able to stay close. They're not letting, like they did in the first half, they're not letting SAU break away from them and get it going, which, that's definitely going to help your confidence as you continue to move forward.
Beautiful serve there by Adriana Soto as like the bottom just dropped out of it as it came over the net. Surprised both SEU players there. And just one of the things, if you happen to wonder, the ball guys in the corners are doing a great job of wiping down the ball after each point. Of course, both schools following COVID restrictions, or guidelines, I should say. Bayline. Nice rally here. Tip over the net. And nice play by Infante as she recognized Southeastern might have been out of position.
Brian, that's the third point that they've gotten in that same exact spot. I think Infante is realizing that they're leaving that space open in some of their rotations.
Infante, the 6-foot freshman from Santo Domingo, one of the taller players on the Lions roster. There's Cruz, nice block up front. but a good save. Here's Bayline with a kill attempt and a block up front. As I just mentioned, Infante with the block up front. 6-foot freshman there. Coming up big with her second point. And now the lead has grown to 3, 14-11. Adriana Soto is back serving. Bayline from the back. Cruz with the kill. I heard the whistle. And we've got a timeout with our score 15-11. Coach Goldsberry is going to call a timeout. We're going to take a short break. You're watching FMU Volleyball on the Black College Sports Network.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
The human voice has always connected audiences with experiences. Major brands all across America have trusted Kever's voice time and time again. Conversational, powerhouse, intelligent, and sincere. That's the voice you need for your creative marketing process. KEAVERSVOICE.com. Kever's Voice, Kever's Voice, KeversVoice.com.
Back.
Welcome back to the court as we resume play here in game number 2. Florida Memorial leading 15-11. Adriana Soto serving for the Lions. Bayline with the kill and drops that one right there in front of Kesha Santana. Much like in the first game where Southeastern called a timeout after a little rally by Florida Memorial, they come right out of the timeout and get a point. So well-used timeout by Coach Goldsberry. There's a tip up front by Infante. Here's Bayline. Nice block up front by Cruz. Southeastern again puts that one over. Another block attempt, and what do they say? They're going to say it went off of a Southeastern player out of bounds, and so point to the Lions. Substitution in number 11, Jasenia Bonilla comes in, and Asmabeth Infante out. Now serving, Kesha Santana with a 16-12 lead. Block up front. Bayline, soft tap over. And nice kill there by Samira Albaron. Right past the outstretched arms of the Southeastern player. Florida Memorial up by 5, their largest lead of this game. Game number 2. But Sosa digs that one out of there. I believe that is Segrin who put that one over. And there's Cruz. Besosa over. Interesting rally here. What are they going to say? Point to Florida Memorial, and that lead grows to 6 now, 18-12. The Lions starting to pull away a little bit. Bayline block up front, and after unable to successfully corral that block, point goes to Southeastern, trailing by 5, 18-13. Back to serve, number 9, Julia Alves. Alves, the 5'9" junior from Orlando, Boone High School. And her serve goes long. 19-13 lead for the Lions. Fabi Besosa comes back in for Southeastern. Now serving number 17, Samira Albaran. Left-hander. Nice soft touch there by Albaran. Instead of pushing that over into the middle, she found a nice little dead spot in between the front and back line. And now it's 20-13 for Florida Memorial.
Brian, these Lions keep finding those open spaces in this Fire defense.
Bayline just puts it over. Back row, and it looked like it was deflected. It went off the hands of Maddie Chapman, and unable to come up with that was Bayline. And so now it's a 21-13 lead. Serving Albaran. The lefty, jump serve. Dug out by Bayline, and no one was there to get that one. They thought it might have come. I think they were playing that one for a deflection off the net, but it didn't happen. 22-13 lead. The lead grows for Florida Memorial in game number 2.
And this is where they're dangerous again. They keep stepping away and pushing themselves away from this Fire team.
Just skips over the net on that serve. Bayline. Cruz digs it out. Over to Segrin. Oh, and that time, the setup that time by Rivera misses. A couple of subs, or at least one, maybe two subs. I know one sub came in for FMU. We got a sub coming in for Southeastern. Number 6, Ashton O'Shea serving for Southeastern. Had a good run in the first game. And she has really been the sort of the good service or the good luck charm, I guess, if you want to use that word. I hate to use the word luck, but they have really had their most success with her at serve. Cruz, Besosa plays it off the net. Southeastern, and they're going to say unable to secure that one. 23-15, 2 points away from going up 2-0 in this contest, and now serving first team all-conference from a year ago, sophomore Bianca Lees Cruz. Nice elevation, good. Soto. Good opportunity here for Southeastern. Bayline pushes it over. Dug out by Santana. Nice rally here. Bodies are on the floor. Nice tip, and unable to come up with that one. Just past the outstretched arm of Segrin.
Match point.
Cruz serving to go up 2-0 for the Lions. Little miscommunication there. They're able to get that one over. Nice setup. And Besosa is unable to keep that one as it went off her arm. And that'll put it into game number 2, and it's a score similar to the first one. Florida Memorial 25, Southeastern 15. We will take a break and come back to the very important game number 3. Important for Southeastern it is if they want to stay in this contest and stay alive. We'll take a break and come back with game number 3. You are watching FMU Volleyball on the Black College Sports Network.
Have you had your Earth Blend coffee today? At Earth Blend Coffee, we take pride in offering you the very best of beans across the world, blended and roasted to perfection. giving you superior quality and satisfying and flavorful taste. Experience the world in one cup with Earth Blend Coffee.
At Hampton Law, our primary goal is to provide non-traditional yet effective solutions and redefine the approach to client legal concerns. As your trusted legal advisor, we believe in sophisticated, personalized services that eliminate the confusion and complexity sometimes associated with legal matters. Our high standard for client care and concern, coupled with our extensive legal knowledge and skills, make Hampton Law a resource focused on the protection of the client's interest and overall goals. We value our clients and truly enjoy working with them. Visit thamptonlaw.com to conveniently schedule an appointment online. Tamika Hampton Esquire, 1631 Rock Springs Road, Suite 336, Apopka, Florida, 407-494-1471. thamptonlaw.com.
It was a monumental game for A&M and Tampa. It was a monumental game. Somebody had to lose, and thank God it was them this time.
We knew it was going to be a battle. Look at Jake Aves' record. 202 and 36, I think. Some off-the-wall figures.
And nobody would play him because they didn't want to take a chance of getting beat. But the truth of it is,
over 46,000 tickets. Blacks were sitting in the east stands. Whites were sitting in the west stands, and the score wound up 34-28.
The only thing we proved that we wasn't inferior, that we were not inferior, and we were not afraid.
For one night, for 160 minutes, we was better than them.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBNOnline, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the JERICHO Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
Back to the Wellness Center on the campus of Florida Memorial University. Today's game is brought to you in part by HBCU Pride and Joy. Just too cute with apparel from your favorite HBCU for your infants and toddlers. Now back to Brian Fulford.
All right, Roy, we're heading into game number 3, Florida Memorial, 2 games to love, if you wanted to use that tennis terminology. Or 2-0 if you wanted to use soccer terminology. We'll just say 2-0. How about that?
That'll be it.
Both scores were 25-15. Interesting that, just a little side note here, Florida Memorial won their conference opener and home conference opener last year against St. Thomas, 3-1. It actually started a 5-game winning streak to start the conference record. They won 6 of 7 to start the year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, South. And there's a, let's see, did it go out? There was a deflection there, so point to Southeastern to start. Quick substitution for Southeastern. Number 11, Morgan Swinger comes in. I was going to also mention that Southeastern, they won their conference opener last year over Weber 3-0, but they lost their first road conference game against St. Thomas 3-2, in case you wanted to know. There's Bayline with the kill, and she was unable to get that one up. Emily Bayline, 4-year starter for Southeastern, first team All-Sun a year ago. One of 3 seniors on this Southeastern team. Adriana Soto serving. There's Swinger with the kill. Nice block up front. Woo. That one goes, but wait a minute, they say no. They're saying it goes out. It was a little long as Albaron, she put some heat on that one. The size is deceptive. Albaron is only 5'7", but she gets up like she's 6 foot, maybe 6'1". Maybe I'm just in a high position there. There's Julia Alves serving, unable to get it over. Had similar problems on her last serve attempt in the previous game. 2-2's the score. Kesha Santana is serving. Dug out by Segrin. Nice save there by Santana. Cruz. Southeastern, Bayline. And that time it goes off the hands of Augustina Busquet. Point to Bayline and Southeastern. And she will serve, Emily Bayline. I'm not sure if we've seen her serve in this game. Oh, we've got double hit there. And 4-2 lead, so Bayline gets a second opportunity to serve.
As we will have the AD, Mr. Ernest Jones, come up. We've also have the president, Mr. Hardrick, in attendance today.
Maggie Segrin tried to be there for that one, but I think maybe she might have been a little bit late in getting there. Point to FMU. Back in the contest, number 8, Francesca Rivera for Augustina Busquet. Biancalis Cruz. Nope, check that. Excuse me. That was Samira Albaron serving, number 17, who was serving that time. It goes into the net. Point to Southeastern. And Alanis Santana comes in. Southeastern with a 5-3 lead. And serving now for Southeastern, Desiree Burrell. And it'll go point to Florida Memorial.
That'll be good. You ready to come on now? Hold on a second.
Cruz serving.
And Brian, we're going to get AD Jones to come in and have a conversation with you.
Biancalis Cruz preparing to serve. Bayline service long. AD Jones?
Yes, sir.
How are you doing, sir?
Excellent. Excellent. Great atmosphere. Great game. Great home opener versus Southeastern University.
Hey, first off, let me say congratulations to you, your staff, I guess everybody involved that was able to make this happen. Just the fact that we're playing sports, fall sports, is a big win for FMU, Southeastern University, the Sun Conference. Talk a little bit about what went into being able to make this day happen.
Absolutely. We're so excited to be the only HBCU playing right now fall sports around the country. What a great coup for Florida Memorial University, but I give hats off to the NAIA, the Sun Conference, and Florida Memorial University. Let me just tell you that the health and wellness and safety of our faculty, our staff, and our students are at the forefront of every decision that we make. And we thought that we could safely continue to play sports here in Florida, in particular because the teams are all from the state of Florida. So we felt we could travel to these contests safely. We can get them there with social distancing in place with the travel time. We felt we could social distance out the venues in which we play in. So we made a decision to continue to try to play this fall.
What is the atmosphere on campus in terms of students? Are students in classrooms? Are they taking classes online? I know that's always people who were against fall sports were concerned about the bubble. How can you sort of keep teams safe or from interacting with other students?
Yes,
What's the atmosphere here?
Absolutely. What I will tell you, we have 357 student athletes on campus. There are about 800 in the dorm. So the atmosphere is great. We have a vibrant campus. These students wanted to be on campus. They wanted that face-to-face. There is an option, though. You can go face-to-face or you can do it virtual, but I'll tell you that our classroom settings are full each and every day, and our count in regards to positive tests for COVID is very, very low. I would bet we have one of the lowest counts around the nation. So we feel pretty good. Again, the health and safety of everyone is at the forefront of every decision that we make.
And as you're planning, as you and your staff are planning, I'm sure you all went through various planning scenarios of what if and on all of that stuff. I'm sure. I know. Are those type of contingencies in place if?
Yes, sir. We have an A, B, and a C plan.
Okay.
We're right now operating in the A plan. Everything
Yes, sir.
seems to be going well. We have 6 active teams ready to go this fall. Men's and women's soccer, football, cheer, and volleyball. So we feel pretty good about what's going on. We feel good about our A plan. As you came into the facility, I hope that you and your team feel safe as you're here, as you're operating. But we feel pretty good about how we're operating right now.
Very good, yeah. And one of the things is I look around here in the Wellness Center, the bleachers are properly marked with signs of. There's Soto with another shot into the back corner with that serve or with that kill, and Florida Memorial goes up 11-8. As you mentioned, you've got a full slate of teams playing. Men and women's soccer, football is kicking off soon, I believe. Correct?
Oh yeah, next Saturday, September the 12th, we play Kaiser University, the defending Sun Conference champions at Kaiser University. 1:30 kickoff.
And educate those who may not know, it has been how long since Florida Memorial had football?
61 years.
Wow.
We have rebirth football. We call it the rebirth of the Lions' pride and tradition. We are so excited to rebirth football. Coach Harris is doing a great job with those young men. They've been going at it for about 2.5 weeks. They're chomping at the bit to get started next Saturday.
I hope I wonder, you could tell me this, I hope and pray there's still maybe a few guys or as many guys as possible from those teams. Have you been able to reach out to any of those former players or track any of them down?
We have. I know you guys will be here on our home opener on October the 3rd when we play Kaiser here. We will have a surprise because we have reached back, and we will reach back, and they will be here to reach back at that first home game. It'll be an exciting atmosphere.
That is awesome. And look, anyone who knows about football in Florida, it is a big deal. It is a really big deal here in South Florida. Talk a little bit about the excitement in the community for Florida Memorial football that'll be coming beginning next week.
I mean, to be able to offer an opportunity to play football here in South Florida where you don't have to travel 3-4 hours away. You don't have to go state to state away. You can stay right here and get football in South Florida, HBCU football. At the same time, we play in the PWI conference, so we get the best of both worlds. But we have been welcomed by this community. Miami Gardens is excited to have us here. Florida Memorial University community is excited to have us here. Our alumni, our professors. I mean, it is going to be awesome. They're upset that they can't go watch the game next Saturday, but we're going to make sure that it's live streamed so that they can see it. But everybody is happy to see and be a part of the rebirth.
And that is awesome. That is That is awesome. We drove by the stadium on our way over here, and I was telling Roy, I mean, it's exciting just to be able to consider and think about, there's football happening right now in various parts of the country, and just knowing that coming down here and even next month that we'll get a chance to actually watch football. That's exciting. That's really exciting.
And what's so exciting for us as well is to be able to play here in Miami Gardens, over at Betty T. Ferguson, 1.7 miles away from our campus.
Yeah.
So we're truly giving back to this community, and we're truly bringing football to the city of Miami Gardens.
That's a beautiful thing. Our score coming out of the timeout of 13-9, Florida Memorial leading, looking to make this a clean 3-0 sweep here if they can finish this game number 3 out. Serving right now, Adriana Soto. And that one is out, 14-9. Talk a little bit about Coach Marita Crockett Moulton. I mean, she has a great legacy, not only just in her family, but she's a former Florida A&M volleyball player that was part of a nice dynasty run there. And last year, all she does is come in here and win the conference tournament.
Absolutely. We're so excited about Coach Crockett. Coach Crockett, again, a lot of people don't know, but she was my first hire. When I was hired here as director of athletics, the first person I hired was Marita Crockett to come here and lead our Lady Lions to victory, to championship, and she did just that. She came in year 1. She led us to a conference championship, and she was in the hunt to go fight for one on beach volleyball before COVID hit. We 100% expect her to defend her conference championship and put us in a position to repeat. She has Southeastern in here, which is in all aspects the king of the hill in the Sun Conference, and we're ready to try to get victory number 1 as we try to defend our conference championship.
Yes, indeed. 15-11 is a score. And FMU has, you mentioned beach volleyball. It is the only HBCU with beach volleyball, a beach volleyball program. And a lot of these players, of course, Coach Crockett is the coach, and a lot of these players are on that beach volleyball team. I think that is absolutely awesome. As you've seen that sport really come into its own as sort of a supplement for the regular volleyball season.
Absolutely. What a great for continuity for her to be able to have the women that she can play inside on the courts and take them outside on the sand. So we definitely expect her to be able to compete there, being the only HBCU playing beach volleyball in this nation. And she has her own beach volleyball court right here on campus.
Yeah. I know there are probably thinking about volleyball program being able to not only compete in the fall, but then turn around and compete in the spring. That's got to make football coaches jealous. I wouldn't be surprised to see some 7-on-7 leagues pop up in the spring sometime, as sort of a second opportunity to keep guys playing consistently.
Absolutely.
It's an awesome opportunity.
Well, you should get ready and expect that we'll also be playing women's flag football. We'll be one of the only HBCUs in the country playing flag football this spring. So that's online, that's live. Florida Memorial University will be playing women's flag football this spring.
And you are creating opportunities for student athletes. Talk a little bit about that philosophy, or are there any challenges or just the mindset of bringing in new sports, or just the attitude and culture that you're trying to build here?
Absolutely. We believe that we have a culture of excellence, and when it comes to academics, you can chase academic excellence here at Florida Memorial University, and you can play sports here at Florida Memorial at a high level, in particular our women's sports. We think it's very important that we offer opportunities for our young women here in the South Florida area, and we want to be at the front of the line in regards to our sport offerings. Why do you have to go to FIU, FAU, South Florida, Central Florida, Florida State, when you can stay right here and get everything you want at Florida Memorial University?
Yeah, it is a lot of competition, especially down this way. But as you said, from Central Florida on down, it's a lot of schools, a lot of opportunities. So you definitely have to have nice facilities like what we see here in the Wellness Center, plenty of programs and opportunities. And, I mean, look, you can't beat the weather. So, I mean, look, what more do you want, kids? Great education, great weather, great facilities.
That's right. We're going to care about you. I mean, if you want to be developed, if you want to be somewhere where we care about you and we treat you as people change your life, people impact your life, and people make a difference in your life. And that's what we do at Florida Memorial University.
Well, I want to give you the last word. Is there anything that you want to specifically say to our audience that's watching us, just as we prepare to conclude here?
I would just say that we support you. We're here for this community. We're here for the people. We would ask that you be safe, and we would be asked that you take care of yourself, protect yourself, and you follow Florida Memorial as we walk into what we call the next day.
Beautiful. Ernest T. Jones, give out your Twitter, because I know you're on Twitter. A good follow on Twitter as well. Burrell, and she will serve. Contest to avoid swept 3-0. There's a serve, and that one goes out. That kill shot by Bonilla goes out wide on the sideline. Another opportunity here. I feel like this is that moment where Southeastern's going to make a run. It has to be on this serve, possibly with Burrell serving. Cruz, nice dig by Bayline. Cruz with another shot. Set up for Bayline. Drops that one. Nice drop shot by the nice left-handed kill there. And 2 consecutive points on serve for Burrell. And unfortunately, that one goes wide left. Gives Florida Memorial the 19-15 lead. And here to serve is Bianca-Lise Cruz. A lot of action there at the net. Florida Memorial is from the back is Cruz. Bayline digs it. They're going to get that one over. Santana. And Bayline goes off the side of her arm and out of bounds. Jasenia Bonilla, I believe, will get the credit for that one. 20-15 for Florida Memorial. Bianca-Lise Cruz, second serve. Deflected off of Fabi Misosa.
And Brian, just here in a moment, we're going to have an opportunity to talk to the head lion, Dr. Hardrick, the president of Florida Memorial University.
And unable to dig that one. Cruz and Santana, Southeastern, able to get a point and stop that run. And here is Fabiana Bisosa. Southeastern trailing 21-16. Bonilla with the kill. Unable to keep that one in was Maggie Segrin. 22-16. We are 3 points away from Florida Memorial sweeping this one 3-0. Florida Memorial University, Dr. Japhas Hardrick. Dr. Hardrick, pleasure. Thank you for joining us.
It's my pleasure. Thank you all so much for being here and supporting our university. And
Yes.
most importantly, our student athletes.
Yes, indeed. And that one goes out. And here's Florida Memorial 1 point away. First off, I'd just like to say congratulations to everyone at Florida Memorial who was a part of being able to make this day happen, as we see Jasenia Bonilla serving for the game, set, and match. It goes out. Talk a little bit about what went into, or just your thoughts on this day happening.
Well, we've been very careful. I think everybody knows that we're living in a unreal time in our nation and in our world. And one of the things that we tried to do as we brought students back on was to make sure that we're continuing to have a safe campus environment, not only for our student athletes, but our students, faculty, and staff. And everybody's been very responsible. Our students wearing their masks, our athletic program, taking into consideration all the details necessary to keep us safe.
Southeastern on a bit of a run, trying to stave off elimination in this contest. 24-19, serving now for Southeastern. Number 12, Emily Urice, all 1 point away from winning this one 3-0. As you, I'll come to you in just a moment, Dr. Hardrick, as we watch this game point possibly. There's Soto. Bayline, and unable to get that one, and that is game, set, and match. Florida Memorial with a final score of 25-19 in game number 3 and wins this contest 3-0. So, Dr. Hardrick, I guess one of my questions is as you look around and you see what it took to go into this contest, and you think about what's ahead, it's a big win for Florida Memorial. I guess talk a little bit about the positives of being able to make this happen, because there were definitely a lot of people with negative thoughts and possibly didn't think that playing fall sports would happen, but maybe share with us some of the behind-the-scenes things that took place in order for sports to happen, and maybe some of the people that you were in communication with overall within the campus, or maybe the conference, and so on and so forth.
Well, I think one of the things, everybody's trying to be cautious. Everybody's operating off of various information that's floating all over the place. I've always been a leader who I always think things through and look at specifics as opposed to operating out of fear, like so many others have done. And everything that we've done from the very beginning was to keep in mind the safety of our university, of our faculty, staff, and students. And our team has really done that, and we've proven today that you can still be competitive athletically. You can still operate your universities and do it in a safe and respectful manner. And one of the things that we have done was to constantly inculcate in our students their responsibility in helping us make sure that we have a safe campus and safe activities. And so I'm proud of our students. I'm proud of our student athletes. I'm proud of our administration here, who has done a phenomenal job.
No, it's interesting that you say that, because definitely it does take a little self-responsibility by the students to be able to realize you all are a part of being able to make this happen. We can do things from an administration level to keep you safe, but you have to do your part to stay safe. That's real important messaging.
It really is, and I think you can, as you looked around and you're announcing this show, you looked around, all of our students are wearing masks, they're socially distant, and they're being very respectful and responsive. Responsible, I should say.
I'm curious, from, as you, obviously colleges within communities are very much leaders within the community, whether it be sometimes athletics, but definitely academically. As you know, I'm just thinking about high school athletics, and I know how much of a big deal they are here in South Florida. and the fact that a lot of the schools here in South Florida are all playing. Did you get a sense, or were you receiving calls from maybe high schools or various groups within high school communities to say, how are you doing it, or what things are you doing to kind of, be able to play sports? Because it's, we understand it's a very big deal at the high school level and just even in South Florida.
Right. Well, everything that we've done, it's been a collaborative effort with all of the presidents and athletic directors and appropriate professionals within our Sun Conference. So our decision to play, despite what some of the others are doing around the country, was not made in a vacuum, but it was definitely long-term thinking and planning, as well as just having the courage to do it.
Yes.
Where everybody else is saying, well, we're just not going to take the chance. We decided, yes, we are going to take the chance, and we're going to do it in a very responsible way.
That is awesome. Next week, the return of FMU football, 61 years, I understand.
That is correct.
That is, being able to bring back football on your watch, that's a big deal, Dr. Hardrick.
Well, it was intentional. It was intentional because we had to. The university had literally been on in a spiral demise for over 10 plus years, and we had to come up with some new creative ways to really interest today's students.
Yeah.
And that was just one of my strategies, if you will, to begin to grow this university and attract students. We're bringing band and so many new athletic programs, academic programs to the university to attract today's students.
Yeah, that's awesome. And there's as we were talking to A.D. Jones, and there's a lot of competition down here, and when you can not only back up with great academics and the care that HBCUs always give students, right. Being able to be here in South Florida, and then great facilities like the Wellness Center and the connection with the community. I mean, of course, the weather. So I mean, the promo package almost writes itself there, Dr. Hardrick.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. But for people who aren't familiar, I give you the last word and let people know any programs or initiative or things that are happening at Florida Memorial that we may not know about or get a chance to talk about through the avenue of sports here.
So yeah, and again, let me just say thank you to you and your organization for the partnership. Again, I'm just so excited about the opportunity to bring on the various athletic programs. We are also literally getting ready to roll out some workforce development programs, certificate programs that are literally going to take individuals 6 weeks to complete, as opposed to having to go to school for 4 years. And for me, it's all about the economics and rebuilding the economics in so many of our communities. Florida Memorial, I've always said to our folks, we have to be a solution center in this community and help solve many of the problems and challenges. And so through the various programs that we're doing here, this is what we're doing. And football is one of those initiatives that's literally gained a lot of momentum. After 61 years, we're connecting the past with the future, and it's going to be a beautiful future. So I'm excited.
That is awesome. Dr. Japhus Hardrick, President, Florida Memorial University, taking some time out here after the Lady Lions pick up their first win of the season, first conference win of the season with a 3-0 victory over Southeastern University. We wish you and everybody much continued health and safety, and we're excited to be a part of it. I mean, I know for Roy, whose family, he has Florida Memorial graduates, so I know this has been something that he is really excited to sort of be back here, and this is exciting. So we are just as excited and honored that you all would have us, and that we're able to work together in promoting not only Florida Memorial, but the programs and the people within the program. So we're excited and just thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right. Again, Doctor, are you on Twitter, social media?
Yes, sir, I am.
Yeah, give that plug out so people can reach out.
Yeah, I am on all of those social media platforms. So yes, Instagram, Twitter, you name it. So hit me up and be happy to make sure we stay in touch.
All right, we're going to take a break. Again, Dr. Japheth Hardrick, President of Florida Memorial. When we come back, I believe we may have some more post-game conversations and interviews. You're watching FMU Volleyball on the Black College Sports Network.
We are back. For the first time in 62 years, the Florida Memorial Lions will hit the gridiron. And their home games will be streamed by the Black College Sports Network at www.fmuathletics.com, www.mybcsn.net, and on the MyBCSN app, available on Google Play and the Apple App Store.
Let's face it, shopping for insurance can be time-consuming. That's why when it comes to your auto, home, and life insurance needs, make things simple and trust the experts at Allstate. They will help you get the coverage that fits your needs while helping you bundle your life, home, and auto policies. Bundling saves you money, sure, but it also saves you time, so you can enjoy the things that matter most even more. Contact me, Tammy Haynes, your local agent, for a free personalized insurance quote. Allstate, are you in good hands?
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids' apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
The human voice has always connected audiences with experiences. Major brands all across America have trusted Kever's voice time and time again. Conversational, powerhouse, intelligent, and sincere. That's the voice you need for your creative marketing process. KEAVERSVOICE.com. Kever's Voice, Kever's Voice, KeversVoice.com. Always on, all the time.
Have you had your Earthblend coffee today? At Earthblend Coffee, we take pride in offering you the very best of beans across the world, blended and roasted to perfection, giving you superior quality and satisfying and flavorful taste. Experience the world in one cup with Earthblend Coffee.
At Hampton Law, our primary goal is to provide non-traditional yet effective solutions and redefine the approach to client legal concerns. As your trusted legal advisor, we believe in sophisticated, personalized services that eliminate the confusion and complexity sometimes associated with legal matters. Our high standard for client care and concern, coupled with our extensive legal knowledge and skills, make Hampton Law a resource focused on the protection of the client's interest and overall goals. We value our clients and truly enjoy working with them. Visit thamptonlaw.com to conveniently schedule an appointment online. Tamika Hampton Esquire, 1631 Rock Springs Road, Suite 336, Apopka, Florida, 407-494-1471. thamptonlaw.com.
It was a monumental game for A&M and Tampa. It was a monumental game. Somebody had to lose, and thank God it was them this time.
We knew it was going to be a battle. Look at Jake Ave's record. 202 and 36, I think. Some off-the-wall figures.
And nobody would play him because they didn't want to take a chance of getting beat. But the truth of it is,
over 46,000 tickets. Blacks were sitting in the east stands. Whites were sitting in the west stands. And the score wound up 34-28.
The only thing we proved that we wasn't inferior, that we were not inferior, and we were not afraid.
For one night, for 160 minutes, we was better than them.
This is Brian. Wellness Center here on the campus of Florida Memorial University, where the Lady Lions defeated Southeastern University 3-0, 25-15, 25-15, 25-19. Joining us, the head coach of the Lions, Coach Marita Crockett. Coach Crockett, congratulations.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, hey, look, I talk a little bit about what's the feeling right now? You all the preparation, everything. I mean, this year's a little extra because of COVID and guidelines and all those things that you have to be. You finally got a chance to play.
Yes.
And what's that like? What's that feeling like?
It's literally like opening a Christmas present. Because you're like, okay, Santa, I want this. I want us to do so good. Like, please let no one get hurt, and I just want us to get good. And then you unwrap the present, and it's better than what you thought.
Right.
So they played amazing. They followed the game plan. They played with such confidence and swag and a patience that we didn't have at the beginning of the season last year.
Mm-hmm.
So they're coming in with all of that experience under their belt, and they're so confident and smooth. It's amazing to see.
And this team, you've got 5 seniors on this team, and I'm sure your sophomores and outside of your 2 freshmen. I mean, so you've got 7 of your 9 that are returners.
Mm-hmm.
And as you said, you can see the confidence that they played with, and everybody played really well today. To open the conference with a win, especially over a team that's predicted top 3 as well. Talk about the importance of getting off to that good start in conference play.
Well, getting off to a good start, it boosts your confidence for the rest of the season. Because it's like, wow, we played that well, and we're not fully staffed yet. Like, we still have 6 players that aren't cleared right now.
Okay.
And we had a bunch of jitters still. Like, first game jitters, everyone's kind of like getting a feel for it, even if you are returners.
Mm-hmm.
So to have a big win like that with a top team like Southeastern just sets the tone for the rest of the year, and we can build off of that. We're building off of victories. We're building off of our previous championship, So we have a lot of growth that we still have to do for the upcoming year.
When you go back to your pregame or your strategy or your plans to go as you were preparing for Southeastern, what surprised you, or maybe what didn't develop that you had kind of planned for that you thought might happen?
Honestly, we have been just doing it step by step and just focusing on us. Like,
okay.
We didn't even watch game film from last year.
Okay.
We just literally focused on us, making sure that we had our basic skills and our motor skills right, because we haven't played indoors since last November.
Okay.
And
wow.
We haven't been able to practice for 5 months because of COVID. So our preseason was mainly focused on skill development and then putting it together. We didn't do any team stuff until this past week.
Okay, wow. Individually, I thought there were some outstanding performances, especially Samira Albaran, Adriana Soto, in terms of let's see. We got some stats here. Any other obviously there were definitely some big performances. Any other performances as you go through the statistics that really stood out to you that you were really pleased with in this contest?
Absolutely. So we have Jacinia Bolina, who is actually our right side hitter.
Okay.
And she's playing middle right now because one of our middles is stuck in Brazil because of COVID.
Yes.
And can't get into the country. So
and we tried to give her a shout out. So if she was watching, hopefully she saw it.
Hey,
we tried
Daphne.
we tried to give her a little love during the broadcast. So hopefully she was able to watch you guys.
I hope so.
Yeah.
We love you, Daphne, and we miss you. And Jessie did a great job in her position. We had to make some adjustments and I kept telling them, like, hey, remember, you're not a middle. You can do whatever you want. And that's when you saw her opening up to the pin and getting some attacks on the right side. And, you know, it made her feel more comfortable in that role. So we're very proud of her. Also, freshman Asmabeth Infante taking over also that other middle spot in place of De La Hall, who's right now sitting on the bench. But she filled that role fantastically. You know, they did so amazing. Like, I'm so proud of all of my girls right now.
From this perspective, I don't, you know, I'm maybe thrown off by the height. And I know Asmabeth is one of the taller players, at least on the roster listed. Yes. But I wouldn't have known it based on the vert that I saw on a few of the young ladies. And that was, I thought we, you know, as Roy and I were talking, Southeastern came in with at least a handful of young ladies who were anywhere from 5'10" to 6'1", and there were a few moments when, you know, they had a few blocks, but really, I mean, the kill shots, and I mean, I can just think to 3 straight kill shots by Soto that went into the deep right corner. I mean, if that's not on the highlight reel somewhere, I mean, she put some smoke on those. There was no intimidation by the front line from Southeastern that had a little height on it.
No, Soto, I mean, she was flying today. She doesn't even do that in practice.
Wow.
So she was definitely excited. But I'm very proud of her because she's taking over that starting role with Raquel Mancinelli. We're missing her because she's no longer with us. So she took on that role and just ran with it, which is amazing. And we have jumpers. You know, we're one of the smallest teams in the conference, you know, so we had to get over that fear last year of everyone being, you know, slightly taller than us. So my kids are like, all right, the bigger you are, the harder you fall.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about the performance. Your libero, Kesha Santana, I thought she did a great job there in that back middle, and even did a great job on serve as well.
Kesha Santana is a leader. Like, she probably is one of the best liberos in our conference, if not the country. You know, she leads our team. She picks everything up. If she doesn't get it one time, she's definitely going to get it the next time, you know, and she holds the whole team responsible on defense and on serve receive. Like, she is our sounding board, you know, so I am so proud of her and thankful to have her as a leader on my team.
Right. And you know, I just think when you come in, and I'll admit, as I'm doing show notes and looking at the team, and obviously, you know, you see the season that Bianca Lee's Cruz had last year, and she comes in as, I guess you could almost say, one of the spotlight returners. But really, I mean, she was one of 5-6 young ladies that all, and I don't know if it's so much as the other ladies raising their game up, or just, hey, everybody is now at a level that it's like, hey, there might be more than 1 or 2 young ladies on that all-conference list at the end of the season.
I mean, when you have a player like Bianca Liz, who's extremely talented and just a good all-around player, you know, the other players are going to raise their level, you know, because they have to play against her in practice. So they have to play better just to keep up with her. So she raises the bar just with her talent level alone. And with her having that target on her back, being one of the spotlight players in the conference, she's going to have to raise her game up because everyone is going to be looking at number 7. You know, number 7 is the one to stop on Florida Memorial. You know, so that's going to be an adjustment for her because last year she was a freshman. They didn't know who she was, and it was like, whoa, who is
Kind of
this
cut everybody
kid?
by surprise a little bit.
Yeah, so now everyone's like, you. So she's going to just raise her game, and you're going to see a whole nother player from her on Wednesday.
Yeah. I know you said earlier that, you know, you really weren't talking about Southeastern or worrying more so about them, but it's got to feel nice, especially to some of the players. They swept you 2-0 last year, and it even took one here, and so to be able to open with 3-0, I know there's a few young ladies that's got to have some big smiles on their face. I bet they wanted this one.
Oh, yeah, they definitely wanted this one. Like, they were like, oh, my God, we should have beaten Southeastern last year. They got away from us twice, you know? So, of course, the returners are like, not again. Like, that's not going to happen. Let's take care of business.
Yeah.
You know, but at the end of the day, they really wanted to just kind of make sure that they handled their business on their side.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, we had no idea what was going on their side, what returners they had. Like, we didn't focus on Southeastern at all. We just knew that we had to play them. You know, we just focused on our game.
So as we get ready for the next contest, I was trying to. I don't know if I was looking at trying to pull up the schedule and see if the next contest, not necessarily the next home contest, but the next contest. I don't know if you happen to know who that is off the top. Obviously, you may not be thinking that far ahead yet.
It's our rivals.
Okay.
St. Thomas.
Okay.
Is the next one. So that one's always going to be really exciting.
Okay.
You know, last year in the semis, we went 5 with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're always a huge battle, you know, because they're a scrappy team as well. And they have a big middle hitter who jumps out of the gym. So, you know, we have to prepare for that. So that is something that we're going to try to prepare for.
Right. And so for some of the players that you're still waiting on, do you think that they will be, I guess, cleared before the end of the season? You expect them? Okay, so it's just a matter of days or maybe a week or two before you're able to get them.
Maybe a week or two, just getting in some finalized paperwork and stuff like that. You know, they're all in classes, which is still good. Some of them are able to practice right now, but, you know, it's always a slower process right now just because of COVID and stuff like that. So, you know, and they're new players. They're all the ones that are on the bench are new with the exception of De La Hall. But I'm hopeful within the next week or so they'll be with us playing on the court.
Okay, sounds good. Coach, I appreciate your time. Thank you for taking time to come up here. And, hey, congratulations. Win number 1. There's nothing like the first one. And, you know, last year was a great start to the conference season. You guys got off to a nice little run. So we'll definitely be watching. And definitely by the next home game, we'll see. We'll see how many wins we put up in a row.
Excellent.
Right?
Yes, thank you so much. Seriously. And I just wanted to say, you know, this year with everything that's going on with BLM, we wanted to dedicate this season to social injustice and inclusion. You know, so we welcome anyone who's willing to join us in solidarity and help us spread the message and educate those who don't understand our struggles right now. So that is what we're fighting for this season.
Well said, Coach. You ladies are a great representative of that, and congratulations on the win. Enjoy it, and I know you'll wake up tomorrow and, hey, we're back to being 0-0, trying to get 1-0 for the next contest. All right. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Coach Marita Crockett, head coach here at Florida Memorial, with a 3-0 win over Southeastern, 25-15, 25-15, 25-19. All right. Over to my producer, Roy. Are we running? We're running on a break. We're wrapping up. We are wrapping up. Thank you, Coach, again. That is going to do it. I want to give a special thanks to our camera operator, Ms. Danielle, for being there with us and seeing that. Got to give a special shout out to AD Drew, who helped me with the game prep for this one, and of course our outstanding producer, Roy Evans. I want to also give a special mention to the SIDs from not only Florida Memorial, but Florida Memorial, JT, who helped us out with some information, and over at Southeastern, Donnie, who's SID over there. And again, thank Athletic Director Ernest T. Jones for joining us, and President Dr. Japhus Hardrick. Well, that's going to do it for this broadcast from the Wellness Center here at Florida Memorial University. You have been watching FMU Volleyball on the Black College Sports Network. My name is Brian Fulford. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again in the next contest here at Florida Memorial University. Be safe and mask up, everyone.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBNOnline, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the JERICHO Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
We are back. For the first time in 62 years, the Florida Memorial Lions will hit the gridiron, and their home games will be streamed by the Black College Sports Network at www.fmuathletics.com, www.mybcsn.net, and on the MyBCSN app, available on Google Play and the Apple App Store.